Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart, can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me, never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
What's up, motherfuckers? And welcome to the Pressure Podcast, everybody. Saturday night edition, rated M for millennials, motherfuckers.
Give me a hell yeah!
Live from your studio in Orlando, Florida, is your boy King Cole.
LeBron, what's up, guys?
Today's the Saturday night slate games. We gotta represent. My Ravens took care of business. Lamar Jackson, as usual.
Yeah, it's another night, bitch!
We will talk about him later on. Today we're gonna make our recap.
Jalen Mills, those who know.
We have our recap of the Saturday night games. We have our predictions for the Sunday games, and then we also have players under pressure. Now, we also have a random top 5, and we have a debate, a brand new debate. So let's get into it.
Man, fuck all that. Let's get into this ass whooping that the Ravens just gave.
Well, we gotta go in order.
Do we?
Yes.
Why?
Because
The other game was ass. I mean, they both kind of were ass, but not what I was seeing. It was entertaining. It was entertaining the fuck out of me.
It
Me
was
watching
entertaining.
watching the Steelers get their ass mollywop on national television.
The Texans skunked
Identity
the
crisis. and
fucking
shit.
Bolts 32-12 at home. Herb's folded under pressure. There's just no doubt about it. He's one of those.
A no good loser like you bum.
He and 14 of 32 for 242, a touchdown and 4 interceptions. That is pathetic. Just absolute pathetic. So, Herb, we will talk about you a little later. But CJ Mixon, CJ didn't have a bad day, but it wasn't all of that. 22 of
Nope.
33 for 282, a touchdown and an interception, which made shit a little interesting. But he ended up, taking care of business, managing the game, letting Herb feed them into taking advantage, him and Mixon. So, I guess that's all that needs to be talked about there.
Rushing alert. He had 6 rushes for 42 yards.
Yeah.
He actually tried to run the ball.
I mean, they outgained it 168-50 on the ground, so that was...
That's what I'm saying. They cleaned him up. I ain't gonna lie.
Finish him!
Other than like what was it? McConkey
Yes.
and Khalil Mack. Those were the only two who showed up. Dobbins was nowhere to be found.
Yes, so as he mentioned, Baltimore laid a smackdown on Pittsburgh and sent them home.
we
Sent
gotta
them
get
the
to this
fuck
point.
home. 28-14. They made a little run in the third quarter, but after that, we just decided to just run the clock down, go easy on them because we got bigger fish to fry. The bullies on the block, okay? This is Baltimore. They're the bullies on the block. The rivalry advantage has shifted to fucking Ravens' favor. The reason why I say that is because the Ravens entered this game 1-3 all time versus Pittsburgh in the playoffs. Well, now it's Pittsburgh. We've got the better quarterback this time around, so now things have turned around. Now, I know they said, oh, well, before you guys won that a few weeks ago, the Steelers were coming in winning 8 out of the last 9 games. That is true. But you must understand that one of those games was last year at the end of the season where we already clinched number 1 seed and the bye week. So we rested all our players. So we never got to really play that one. That was last year. And then 4 out of those 5, Lamar was either hurt or gone with COVID. So they never really got to play Lamar that much as you might think. And when it matters most, they couldn't do anything. They were shut down. It was 21-0 at one point, right before the half. This was a blowout. We just took, just took the foot off the fucking gas.
Even the announcers were saying, this ain't the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nah. So the advantage is definitely shifted to the favor of the fucking Ravens. So let's go, baby. Let's
Give me a hell yeah!
That was phenomenal as always. His efficient self was 16-21, 175 and 2 TDs. Derrick Henry had another basically 200 in the ground for 2 TDs. It's 299 to 29 on the ground. That's not easy. That's not easy.
I think Coco was being modest when he said that they're gonna win but it's gonna be close. And I was just like, honestly, I just saw this team coming in, playing at their best defensively, offensively, and I seen Justin Tucker, knocking down some field goals in the last few games. So I thought he was gaining his form. I think the Ravens started going as soon as what was it? Shannon said that no, not Shannon. Chad Johnson. He said that ever since Lamar's mom laid into his ass after the Philadelphia Eagles game, that he tightened that shit up, and now he's going back to what works. Use your legs. Use your legs. What do you rush for? 81?
Yeah.
Was it 81 yards on 15 carries? Do that shit. That's what you got it for. God wouldn't give it to you if he didn't want you. Use that shit.
Thing is, there's
run you all the way to the Super Bowl, all the way.
The thing is that they have no answer for Derrick Henry. They never did. So I was always confident with that, and we were at home. So you know what I'm saying, with the 2-time reigning MVP, and I think John Harbaugh is on par with Mike Tomlin as a coach. They both have a championship. They're the two most longest tenured coaches left in the game. Mike Tomlin has 18. John Harbaugh has 17. And you just saw how John Harbaugh's a little, I don't know why people put Jim Harbaugh so high. He's a great fucking coach, but he doesn't compare to his brother John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh's improved a lot in this league.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand
You know
either.
what I'm saying? So
remember he was on that list
Yeah.
with Herbert? They definitely know they fucked up now. When they seen this game, the last game, they was like, oh my God, take him off the list.
And
Why we put him on?
Quentin Johnson needs to retire. His chance needs to be chopped off, bro. This man's incapable of catching anything, bro. Even one time, he actually caught it, and when he landed with the ball on the ground and then lost control of it.
Hyped.
So
he was super hyped going to the draft. He was super hyped going to the team. They thought they had a
that
number
man's
one.
incapable of catching.
He's terrible. I watched him in college, and I was like, you guys know you missed, right? You missed. You definitely missed there. There's no way that guy's a first-round pick. There's no way. I don't know how he went in the first round.
Well, Lamar looks like he's in.
Yeah, it's the juggernaut. Yeah, it's the juggernaut.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's the juggernaut, bitch.
Lamar looks like he's in excellent form. He just needed someone to help close out games. The defense on the, you know what I'm saying, right there with them. So we're going to talk about something later on, and we'll save this for later. So let's hop on to the next game, okay? This is going to be tomorrow's first game. It's a 1 o'clock game. It's going to be the end of the AFC matchups. It's going to be Denver versus Buffalo. Buffalo's favored by 8.5, so I don't know about that one. But this might be the matchup of runner-up versus runner-up. What I mean is Rookie of the Year, runner-up versus MVP, runner-up. Might be, we don't know. But this is also a matchup with Sean Payton versus the Bills' flawed defense. You know they've allowed 28.8 points per game the last 5 weeks. So
that's why I'm going with the upset.
I think the upset might happen.
I'm going with the upset. I think Denver's defense is rounding into form, and Buffalo's defense is not. It's like they're both going, like one's going forward, the other one's going back. That's basically what I see there. Their offenses are pretty close to one another. So if I had to choose, I'm going with Denver's defense. I think he gets it done. I don't think Knicks has played like a rookie all season. Just like Jaden Daniels, we give him credit. We give him super credit on this show. So I'm gonna give my credit to Knicks because I think he balled the fuck out. If it wasn't for Jaden Daniels being there, he'd be the rookie of the year in my opinion. But especially because it's the QFL, and but I think he's played incredible. I think he'll continue to not turn the ball over, to wing that shit and play like there's no tomorrow. And I think Josh Allen will be just capable enough to get it done as well. But I just think defensively, if I had to choose, I'm rocking with Denver. I'm gonna go with what is it? Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I think Josh Allen's gonna win, but I'm going against that spread. I think Denver's gonna lose a close game. We'll see.
Could be.
We'll see.
But it'll be a shootout if that's the case.
We shall see. So the next game we're gonna cover is Green Bay. They're at Philadelphia. That's your game. This is the 4:30 game. Basically, it's prime time. That's prime time.
Let's go.
They're favored by 4.5, so 5 points. I just captioned Love Hurts. No head coach is in a hotter seat apparently in this playoff. So this is
Fly,
also
Eagles, fly on a road to victory. We're gonna win this game, bro. Like,
this is also the QFL cell game of the week. This is the QFL cell game of the week. Out of all the wild card matchups, this is the best quarterback matchup, I think. Second best. Well, it's arguable. It's arguable. But this the QFL game of the week is the first one, so this is gonna be that one. But in this game, I see a tough defensive game, but I see you guys eventually pulling out because you have Saquon and a lot more weapons than they do. However, Jordan Love, he's gun shy lately. I don't know what it is, but he's been gun shy because when he fucking lets it go,
and he cannot be like that against this team. Because if he's against this team, we'll blow them out.
yeah. So
If he does that against this team.
we're gonna talk about Jordan Love later, but I strongly believe that he cannot win this game with just game managing. This is not one of those teams where you could win like that because they can do that better than you can. That's the problem. If it wasn't for that, you could beat this team. But the problem is, whatever you do with Josh Jacobs and controlling the clock, they could do it way better than you. They're pros at it. So this is why I believe that is going to cover. Eventually, you guys are going to pull away.
I expect that early, for them to try to run the ball, establish the run, so he can run his play action, and that's how I think they'll get it started.
Well, I think also.
I think with the Eagles, I think they'll probably throw it early, just to see where Hurts is. But I think why not just run the ball, go with what works? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Don't put so much pressure on.
That was what I was going to say because you saw what the Ravens did. We could run the ball at will, so that's exactly what we did. And that's how we closed out the game. So I think that's exactly what you're going to do, and is why I think you're going to eventually cover the spread and keep the game away from Jordan Love's hands, keep the ball out of his hands, and just keep him in the bench.
But I also think that in this game, they're better off throwing the ball because I think Green Bay secondary missing Jair Alexander. That's a big miss. That's a big miss. Not having him back there that's big. It's a big time player right there.
Yeah. You're going to be able to take your shots like we did. It's not like we didn't pass the ball, but I think you're going to have to dominate this game by running the ball, make it easy as possible because this is a long road. We don't have the bye week. So we have to just conserve as much energy for the next motherfuckers after that. That's what I would do. All right.
A.J. Brown is banged up too, so I guess, yeah. I think that you got to go with what's been working all season.
Yeah. You have to. All right, so let's get to the Sunday night game. This is a matchup of Jaden Daniels
Be cool, nigga.
and Baker Mayfield.
Goddamn, white boy.
Tampa Bay host game. It's 3-point favorites, but this could be a shootout alert. Alert, baby.
Give me a hell yeah.
The reason I say that is because this is one of those games where neither team has an elite defense. I don't trust Tampa Bay's defense from here on out. I just don't, and I've never really trusted Washington's defense. Now they can make plays here and there, but they're led by a new coach, whereas a new system, they make mistakes all the time. They're always in shootouts, so I expect this one to be a shootout. Yeah. However, the Skins can win if they fucking get a lot of Baker's, generosity, if you will. He cannot throw picks here. All right, he's led the league in picks since December 1st, okay? So basically 6 weeks. 7 interceptions. He cannot do that, otherwise an upset will happen here.
But I also will say that out of those weeks, he's missing his top wide receiver from most of it. So I'm not trying to make no excuses, but he's definitely had to do a lot more with less.
He does, but you're looking at the Rookie of the Year.
But not having to deal with that, and we never know if Lattimore's going to play or not. If he doesn't play, I feel like that secondary is exposed. Just like the Bucs secondary is completely exposed.
Well, this is a matchup of Rookie of the Year versus most underrated player of the year. basically in the QFL.
See what you got, Todd Bowles.
So let's see what you got. I got Washington on this one. I think Baker's going to throw picks just because this rookie's going to put pressure on him. He's going to keep either catching up or staying ahead of him
This
the
is
entire
in Tampa?
time. This is in Tampa.
Damn. I don't know. Probably gonna roll with Baker on this one.
All right.
But I think it'll be a very close game. And shootout sounds about right. Maybe like 30 to 27, something like that.
You never know. You never know. We shall see, baby. We shall fucking see. All right, here's the
Give me a hell yeah!
last game of the first round of the cell games, okay? It is the Vikings who are favored on the road at LA, who's Mr. Wright. I hope it's not Nick Wright. Who's at home, but they're not at home because of the fucking fire out there. They have to play somewhere else.
No, I don't think it'll be a blowout, Mr. Wright. But I think, yeah, you guys definitely go packing.
Mr. Wright.
I'm not expecting you guys to be able to come up with this win without.
I seriously doubt that.
Without
I seriously
your
doubt
powers,
that. What
yeah.
makes you think that you could actually go into Philadelphia and get that win? What makes you think so? You cannot stop their run. You cannot stop the Philly shove. You cannot pass on these guys.
We're gonna hold the ball, so time of possession's ours.
And
Our defense is really good, so I'm not expecting y'all to go ape shit on our secondary or our linebackers. We have an all-pro linebacker as well. We have defensive ends. We have Jalen Carter,
they have a better D-line than you do. They have a better
Josh
O-line than you
Sweat. I don't like the odds there. That's very tough for me to think.
do. I seriously doubt that you can do that.
It'd be a great upset though. Nah, I don't think that means much.
I don't think so much either.
If anything, it's resting. He was resting. If anything, he's probably he probably feels rejuvenated. If anything,
Well,
that's what y'all got to worry about to see if maybe Hurts comes out looking like Super Bowl Hurts. Because if he come out looking like that, then it's gonna be a long day.
I think this game is moved to where the
It'll be a long day.
this game was moved to wherever the UCLA Bruins play. I think this is where this game is taking place.
Okay.
They had to move it because of the fire, and this is a matchup of
that's
Sam versus Matt Stafford, first playoff game versus recent Super Bowl champion. So this should be in favor of the Rams, but Vegas says otherwise. Why? Because we'll shed a light on that later. But this is Minnesota's head coach and quarterback's cell game debut. They've never been in a playoff game, neither the coach nor the player. This first
Exactly.
time. However,
Against an
beginner's
experienced
luck exists. Beginner's luck exists, and I think this is going to happen. Not only do I think it's going to happen, this might also be a blowout game. I see Minnesota scoring on them. I don't see them scoring much on Minnesota. I really don't. Not on that defense. However, I could be wrong. They're at home playing for their fired friends. You know what I'm saying? They're out there.
Screw you! You're
Flames, up in
fired!
flames, getting high with that good California Kush,
I
and
wouldn't
it's still
say-
not gonna matter.
I wouldn't say Minnesota's gonna lose this game, but I would say it's gonna be closer than people think it's gonna be.
I think it's going to be Minnesota, and I think that's going to cover for sure. So that's my prediction.
What is it, 2.5?
2.5. So they just got to win by a field goal. That could cover quick. So
Absolutely.
that's that for that. Okay, and then one last one here: destroying dynasties. Biggest threats, man. Which teams can actually beat Kansas City Chiefs, the 3-time Super Bowl champions?
My biggest threats for Kansas City are Detroit, because I've seen them do it recently in Kansas City. I believe that was last year. Was that last year? In Kansas City, with the same squad that they got right now, and it might be better this year. So, Detroit is one. Baltimore, obviously, I love their defense, offense, special teams. I think they're playing at their peak right now, and they're gonna only get better as the playoffs go on. and then
Stop that, Sam!
and then the Eagles, man. We need to get a shot at them. I don't trust, even though I really think Minnesota could be great. I don't trust Darnold. I just, after the game that I seen him play, and I know people say, oh, it's just one game, but bro, that was the biggest game. And that's a game you got to get it done. And in the playoffs, if you don't get it done and you play the way you played in that game, guess what? You go home. And to me, that scares me away from thinking that Darnold could get it done. So
Sorry, everybody.
I'm going to go with...
Smoking on that Pittsburgh pack. But, who'd you say, the Lions?
No, for sure. You guys have a chance with that defense. I think their defense is solid, but
Who'd you say?
I think you guys are missing Jair Alexander back there. Am I correct?
Who you said, the Lions?
The Lions, the Eagles, and Baltimore. I don't see anybody else. I don't think they're on that level defensively. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that. The biggest question mark for them is their coach not gonna do stupid shit? That's it. That's pretty much all it is.
That's my main point, is that they're just too talented, bro, and they're at home. I just don't see the upset. But it can happen if they turn the ball over, or if they, you know what I'm saying, have a bad day on offense.
But one thing that Hurts doesn't do in the playoffs a lot is turn the ball over. He does. He just doesn't.
But the strength of this team is defense and running the game and running the ball.
And that's exactly what he's going to be able to do.
Controlling the in the QFL, controlling the line of scrimmage is just a must.
We know exactly what you guys are going to do. You guys are going to put 8 in the box. Try to stop the run.
This is the cell game. You ain't facing the New York trash. You facing some heat. You facing some teams here now, boy. Now, I agree with you, broski. I agree with you with that. Those are the teams that could definitely beat the fucking Chiefs. I hope so. God willing. Here's a little graphic I put up.
And sorry, Josh Allen, but your defense, if your defense was better, you'd be up there. But not having a good defense, you guys are going to get torn apart by Mahomes.
This is a graphic I put up, and I didn't know this, or you know what I'm saying? This is how I had him. This is who I trust in my opinion. I started with Justin Herbert. He's the quarterback I trust in the QFL in the cell games, okay? Then Russell Wilson after that. Just because they've been playing like shit most of the year. Then you got Bo Nix because he's a rookie. And because, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't have the weapons that all the other teams have. Then you got Matt Stafford, who's a champion. Jordan Love, who has more stout defense than Matt Stafford does. The Texans have an even better defense than the Packers have, and it showed today.
Yeah.
However, there's no defense for what Baker could do on a good day. There's no defense for Sam Darnold could do on a good day, and they have a defense themselves. And then Jaden Daniels, he's Bo Nix, but in a way better situation. He has more weapons, and he's a way more elite of a fucking, you know what I'm saying, Q. And then Jared Goff. But those guys are like, this is Yamcha, this is Tien, this is Yajirobe, this is Master Roshi, this is, you know what I'm saying, the androids. That's those guys, you know what I'm saying? They're not normal, but they're not Saiyans, except maybe Daniels and Baker Mayfield.
I don't even know if they're on androids yet. Hold on, relax.
No, but
Androids pretty strong.
Androids, they are pretty strong. They are pretty strong, but they ain't on Super Saiyan level. There's only
right.
5 Super Saiyans in the league. One of them is Joe Burrow. He's not there. But you got, you know what I'm saying, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and, you know what I'm saying, Josh Allen. I think those are them 3, and Jared Goff and Daniels are probably the best bet to beat.
If you had to put them like Super Saiyans, what Super Saiyan would they be?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, because you notice that there's something different between the Super Saiyan Pat Mahomes is and the other 3. The difference is he's Super Saiyan 2 plus. Okay? To be a Super Saiyan, you've got to be an elite, one of the greatest fucking players of all time. All right? That's what an elite player is. All right? So this is the bye week, guys. They're in the cell games. They don't have to play this today. But here are the players under pressure. Who do you got?
I got Hurts and Saquon. I want to see how Hurts plays out there, you know. Not playing for 3 weeks. I'm sure he's going to be a little rusty, but Like I said, I think it's gonna I think it's rejuvenated him. Like the fact that he hasn't had to play in such a long time, almost like a mini vacation. And then Josh Allen, somehow, some way, you got to get it done. And I know it sucks, cause your defense sucks, but somehow, some way, you got to get this win. You got to get this win, cause you lose to a rookie, and if he outplays you, oh my goodness, never mind.
I think it's gonna be Eagles Lions.
Then I got Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, the pressure's on because I think you have what we say is the combo in McVay, and you're a hell of a quarterback in my opinion. Even though you're not the same as you used to be, you still have the experience, that helps a lot. So having the experience, I hope that you meet that pressure and at least show up to this game and make it, competitive. Then Darnold, man. I got Darnold in there because Darnold, he dropped the ball bad the last game. And like I said, again, people keep telling me it's only one game. But, bro, this is the playoffs. And in the playoffs, you only get one game.
Yep.
And if you don't win that game, you go home. So I don't understand that. And then the Bucs defense. I put the Bucs defense in there because I think the Bucs defense need to. It's hard too. I'm not gonna say it's easy because it's not easy, but I would put a spy on Jaden Daniels. Make sure that he just doesn't leave that pocket. Keep him in there as much as you can, and just if he beats you in the pocket, then so be it. But you can't let him run all over you. You just can't.
Lamar Jackson does what he does.
Yeah, it's the juggernaut, bitch.
But I agree with you. So here's my players under pressure. I like to put them in the gravity room in Dragon Ball Z. For those who don't know, there was 2 special rooms. The gravity room was the one where you multiply Earth's gravity so you could train and become stronger quicker. Okay, for the Cell game especially. So in this room, this is the 50 gravity room. This is a low-level room, all right? Here you're going to find 4 quarterbacks, Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, Matthew Stafford, and Sam Darnold. So I give them special instructions for them not to lose, okay, for them to succeed during the wild card round of the Cell games. So for Jordan Love is basically don't show love. That's the city of brotherly love, and it's the exact opposite. It's anything but. They're not going to show you any love when you get there. They're not going to show you any love while you're there. You're not going to show any love when you're leaving. So don't show love. Do the best you can and see what the results are. Baker Mayfield, open the bakery. Your instructions is to just open the bakery. Bake them the fuck out of there. All right? They're from the north. We're in the south. Now, we're not as cold as it's supposed to be, so it's going to be actually good weather for you guys tomorrow. So try to hang in there. Finish them off. And then Matthew Stafford, just don't look old. Don't look old. Do what you can to elevate your team. You're at home. LA needs this. They're on fire. Hell is on fucking Hollywood. And they need all the assistance they could get. Any hopes and prayers. Show them something. And Sam Darnold, I was going to put don't look young because this is his first debut, but don't see ghosts. Don't see ghosts. Whatever you saw that day in that stadium one day, just don't see ghosts, bro.
I was gonna say, Darnold, he looks better when he's getting rid of the ball faster.
Of course.
When he's sitting there, thinking about where he wants to go with the ball, I feel like that's where he hesitates and usually gets sacked.
Yep. So let's turn the notch up on the pressure a little bit, right? Let's
Give me a hell yeah.
Use your legs too, but you can still use your legs.
In here, you're gonna find 2 elites. Only the elites go to the 100 times gravity. You got Josh Allen, an MVP favorite, and then you got Jalen Hurts, who's a
3 Honda Civics with spoon engines.
Turbo and Nas ass player, okay? But their instructions are simple. Go Super Saiyan 2, okay? The reason I say that is because that's what I was going to talk about earlier, but I wanted to wait for it.
It's simple.
Mahomes is at Super Saiyan 2, motherfucker.
Be cool, nigga.
You need to
And
get
this
that.
motherfucker here is
You don't need that.
15-1. He's got home field advantage. To beat a Super Saiyan 2, you have to be Super Saiyan 2.
Finish him.
You cannot go in there Super Saiyan 1 and expect to come out in his house with a victory.
Fatality.
It ain't happening. All right? So you have to convert to Super Saiyan 2. That's the only way. The only way to cut diamond is to use a diamond. But you have to become a diamond. It's not easy. All right? So that's the instructions for these guys, is to turn Super Saiyan to please and thank.
Mr. Wright, what Jones are you talking about? You meant Darnold?
Now, the funny thing is, though, there's another room that I put in there. This is the 400 times gravity room. Only Vegeta went in there when he was desperate to become a Super Saiyan for the first time. All right? Who do we find in there? It's none other than Lamar Jackson. I put him in there because I knew he could handle it. Before the game started, I already had this here.
Oh, okay,
The reason why I have him in the 400 times gravity room is because no quarterback came into this weekend with more pressure. Not from me, not from you, not from anybody else, just because that's how the media works. That's how the world works. That's how shit works.
Finish him.
And my boy came through like he always does.
Yeah,
He is a Super Saiyan.
You know,
2.
Nick Wright was sitting there like,
This guy's a Super Saiyan 2. This guy's the second best quarterback in the league, and there's no denying it. There's just no denying it. Now you guys can't keep saying he plays like shit in the playoffs, because 2 out of the last 3 playoff games, he skunked his opponents.
Fatality.
Not bad for a guy who can't throw, huh?
Talk that sass, nigga. Talk that sass.
yeah, I could see that too. Definitely.
He could have a good game. He could have a good game.
Feed him. That's who they need to feed. Him and Williams.
But let me tell you something. You're going to have to be deadly accurate feeding him, because if you make one single mistake, that team leads the league in picks.
That's true.
FYI. You best be on point with your throws.
Yeah, AJ Brown got like a little knee problem, but it's not nothing serious that he can't handle.
All I know,
Do you guys see how big AJ Brown is? AJ Brown don't worry about no damn knee. Especially not no sore knee. It's not like it's like a, you know what I'm saying, like something
yeah.
more serious.
So let's look at the bracket. We all know that Houston advanced, and so did Baltimore. Now, a funny thing, if somehow, some way Denver pulls the upset, Denver goes to Kansas City, and Houston comes back to Baltimore. Repeat from last year. So Josh Allen better not fuck it up, because we are guaranteed to go to the AFC Championship game if that happens. If y'all lose, we are guaranteed to beat Houston. We're not losing to them. But I don't want it that way. Then people are gonna say that's the easy way. They're gonna say, "Oh, you would go to Josh Allen."
I thought they were playing KC.
Who?
Houston.
That's if Buffalo wins. That's if Buffalo wins. If Buffalo loses, Denver goes to Kansas City and Houston goes to Baltimore. We get another home game.
I thought the bracket was the way it is right here.
No, it goes by the seeding.
Gotcha. So we don't know who we face next.
So next round, if you guys win tomorrow, next round, whoever's the higher seed that wins is the one you're playing.
Out of all of these.
Yes,
Okay.
and they play the lower seed.
Okay.
Of
So,
whoever
so
loses,
that
or
means
wins.
that we win, and let's say
you
Wash-
win,
let's
and
say
Washington
Washington
wins.
wins.
It's guaranteed. It's
Detroit?
Washington's going to Detroit,
Washington has to go to Detroit.
and you will face a winner of
Damn.
Minnesota and Rams.
Okay.
But if Tampa wins, you are guaranteed to face whoever. If Tampa wins, you're guaranteed to face Tampa.
Yo, read that. That's funny.
Fuck yeah, I see him. AJ's a beast. He don't break into pieces like our Christian Watson. Oh, I know, bro. I know.
Who needs to
Fuck,
be
don't
wrapped
mention
in
it.
bubble?
No, I know. Christian Watson is a fucking bum. That guy.
Hey, Mr. Wright, you seen Bubble Boy, right?
Yeah.
That's Christian Watson.
So normally, I have a Bum of the Week award winner. You know what I'm saying? Last week it was the New York Giants organization. These are the shelter. This is the shelter. This is where all the guys who won the Bum of the Week award each week from September onto here. This is where we've kept them thus far. Okay. However, we don't have a Bum of the Week award. We just have something different. Okay. Today it's Justin the Herb Herbert. He's the guy that sucks right now.
Goddamn it, white boy.
This guy's ass cheeks. He's the most bodacious ass cheeks you ever seen in your life. This man's got tight ends. This man's got receivers. This man's got a good O-line. He's got a good defense. He's got running backs. He's got the better head coach, I thought. That's what I thought. DeMeco Ryans proved that he is worthy of his job. He should not be fired. And a black coach is finally getting shit together. Fucking fired.
Give me a hell yeah!
But the thing about it is, though, we shall see with this Todd Bowles fella tomorrow. That's gonna be an important one right there to me.
Mr. Right, but ever since he came out like the draft, they said that was another thing. In college, he was getting hurt too. So yeah, he had the talent. He has the talent, but it was the same thing in college as it is right now in the NFL. He can't stay healthy. He's good. He just can't stay healthy. He ain't even put a season together yet, really.
But Romeo Dobbs, why is he? No, man, fuck this shit. Don't tell me that fucking name, Romeo Dobbs. All right, so back to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert deserves to get chopped, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna hang him. All right, that man he's literally dead to me. You cannot trust that man in the fucking playoffs. 4 interceptions, bro. And with what's going on in LA, you gonna flame out like that? That's double meaning right there. That's poetic justice. That's me talking shit right now.
Stop that, Sam!
But it's not to say anything. LA's on fire right now.
What the fuck?
But no jokes.
Nah, no jokes. Not on fire in the way you got with like
Herbert flamed out today. No joke. That man choked, so he deserved to. Leave him there. Just leave him there for the rest of the playoffs. Because that's embarrassing. Yeah. They used to say that was a franchise quarterback. He don't look like it to me.
He's a herb.
I smell pussy. Is that you, girl?
All right, so I saw something that came across my mind, and I wanted to ask you before you do the random.
Yes, sir.
This is wait, where did I put it? Oh no, I didn't put it anywhere. I just left it there. So this is something that somebody said. Remember the one that we had with the pyramid that we had with the goats? So this says that Tyronn Lue says the 2001 Lakers would beat KD's Warriors and the 2016 Cavs.
The Cavs, yeah. Not the Warriors.
I think they can beat the Warriors.
You think so?
I know so.
KD and Steph?
And Klay Thompson.
Nah,
and they're at their best.
I don't know.
I do. I do.
Yeah, they were tough. That bench was tough too. Nah, never mind. You right. You right.
No, listen. They clearly have the shooting advantage on one side, but
yeah, they got the shooting exactly.
the thing about it is they have to be efficient every single game to beat them. If they have an off game or average game, they're not going to beat them.
People don't realize Kobe used to clamp shit.
Forget Kobe. That's just the add-on. That's just the cherry on top. What are they going to do with Shaq? What are they going to do with Shaq? It's not even just that Shaq is going to have like 60 points on him because they have nobody to guard him. Are you aware that when you face Shaq, you're automatically in foul trouble? And he's going to keep scoring. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
Who's on that team? Looney?
It don't matter who's on that team.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
it don't matter.
He's going to fucking murder that dude.
Bro.
He's like, hey, move out the way, toothpick. Hold on. Let me get
that motherfucker there.
Ah!
That motherfucker there is going to just dominate. And you're going to be in foul trouble. So you're gonna have to play actual defense, and then once that happens, Kobe assassinates you. There's nothing you can do.
And then if you want to play switch defense, we'll put Steph Curry where he's mismatched on Shaq, and he'll eat that nigga alive all game long.
All right, this is Shaq at his height. This is top Shaq, the Shaq that everybody talks about that you can't. This is the one they're talking about.
Nah, yeah,
I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Golden State's gonna have to show up 4 out of 7 games on point. Like they got to be shooting 50% from 3-point as a team. Okay, they didn't do that as often as you guys think they did. They just had more advantage because they have way better shooters than everybody else.
And they're all first
You know what I'm saying?
To me, they're all
But
first
nobody else had Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Nobody else had that. And then you had Kevin Durant, and then nobody else had that. So of course they were gonna dominate. But a lot of people had a fucking center. Nobody had Shaq.
That's a fact.
Nobody had Shaq.
Kobe did.
And you have nothing to answer for Kobe. Nothing. Let alone Shaq. And you're going to be in foul trouble, might I add you. You're going to be in foul. It's automatic.
KD will be in foul trouble if he guards Kobe. Kobe keep getting with them head fakes. Nah, yeah, you're right, man.
They'll give him a better matchup than the Cavaliers. I'll give you that. I'll give you that much.
I was gonna say that's what
I mean, Kyrie's gonna cook Tyronn Lue, but that's all that's gonna happen. LeBron's gonna be put on fucking lock. They're gonna double team him with Rick Fox and fucking what's his name, Robert Horry.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely going with the Lakers.
And Kevin Love, please stop the nonsense.
That's why I said not the Cavs.
Stop the nonsense. And what's J.R. Smith gonna do against Kobe, or Mo Williams? Who else was the shooting guard there? Richard Jefferson. Who else was out there?
LeBron wouldn't be scoring.
What other bum was out there?
LeBron wouldn't be scoring 30 points in that series if he had to guard Kobe.
What other bum was out there? What's the other? Who's another bum that was there in 2016? A bum that was out there, couldn't shoot. Wasn't Darren Williams in there?
Yeah.
That bum, that motherfucker.
I think he was. You bum. I think he was like towards the end.
That's another guy that needs to be get. That guy needs to be gone. This is how we eliminate people here. This is the mob style shit. All right. Oh, I gotta put this one out.
We gotta get Kobe and Shaq out the way.
There's the mob shit here. Yeah, we're gonna have to eliminate Jafar out of there.
That's gotta go.
And this could stay. This could stay.
He said Jafar.
He looks like Jafar to me. He looks like an Arab. He don't look black. That man look Muslim as fuck.
Is he Canadian?
He's Muslim, nigga. To me.
He's not Canadian? I thought he was Canadian.
He probably is Canadian, but it doesn't mean he's Muslim.
That's a fact. My bad.
That man don't like swine.
That's funny as fuck.
But I think, the team that could beat this team, you're better off with the 2022 team that beat your team. You're better off with that Warriors team than that one. They were better defensively than that Warriors team. Or the Warriors that won in 2015, they were way better defensively than that team. And I still don't think they can do it.
I think the Pistons have a chance. I'm not saying, but I think they have a better chance than both those teams. Pistons, and I think what year was that? 2000.
Yeah, the Pistons did beat them.
Yeah, I know, but they beat the old them. We talking about the young. This is younger.
I don't care. It's the same nucleus, same coach. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Kobe was there, Shaq was there, Carmelo and Gary Payton, Derek Fisher, and Rick Fox. They were still there. I don't want to hear it.
Not to mention they had the mailman.
I think Robert Horry was still there.
They had the mailman on that team too.
I said Carmelo.
Oh, you did.
Carmelo, Gary Payton, Derek Fisher.
Nah. They were supposed to win anyway. That's what everybody kept telling me. I was like, I don't know, be ready.
I was going for the Sacramento Kings.
I was like, the whole time I was like, Detroit looked tough.
I was hoping the Kings did what the Baltimore Ravens were about to do right now. That's take this dynasty out.
Whoop that trip.
Take this dynasty out, goddammit.
Stomp that hoe.
Get this shit going.
Fatality.
once and for all. No more Swift shit. All right. So you got a random top 5. I got to guess.
Yeah, I made this one a little easier because it's the playoffs. You know, I want to go NFL on this one.
All right.
So it's the best NFL players right now, and y'all can comment on that as well. Who you guys think are the top 5 best players in the NFL right now?
All right. Justin Jefferson's definitely there.
Number 1.
Tyreek Hill's there.
No.
Cool. Pat Mahomes is in there.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson's in there.
Yep. 4 and 3. Yep.
Josh Allen is in there.
Yep.
Joe Cool in there.
No.
Saquon is in there.
No.
Is it a defensive player?
No. Yeah, they did.
Jalen Hurts?
No.
All right, this is a good one. It's a player that's not on defense, and it's not Pat Lamar. It's not, Josh Allen's in there, right?
Yeah. He was number 2.
Joe Burrow's not in there.
He's on the list, but he's not. He's not in the top 5.
All right, so Josh Allen, Lamar, Mahomes, Justin Jefferson. It's not Saquon.
No.
And they got to be Derrick Henry.
Nope. They're 7 and 8, which is crazy. I'm gonna be real, because what they did this year was amazing. Both of them. No hints. You gotta get this one.
No. I don't want more hints.
This is all you, boy. You gotta get this.
I want to get this one on my own.
Enjoy.
Offensive player. It's not Tyreek Hill. Oh, Jamar Chase.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I was like, it's got to be a receiver somewhere. Yes.
Yes, sir.
The Triple Crown winner.
And he deserves that shit. He
Crown
absolutely deserves that shit. He's been hyped up since the college years, and they said he was gonna be who he was. I wasn't sure if he was gonna be that. Boy, he proved me the fuck wrong.
That's what's
Give me a hell yeah!
What an amazing player.
Well, that's going to wrap it up, folks. Mr. Wright, appreciate you tuning in.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate everybody. This is the Pressure Podcast, rated M for Millennials. Pressure means to perform, react, endure using strategies in sports under rigorous environments, motherfucker.
Finish him!
We put people under pressure and we try to do the best to gauge what we see. We call it how we see it, and we love to debate. Anytime you like, we'll send you a link. We'll put you in a little screen right here so you can hop on the mic and talk your shit.
Give me a hell yeah!
We will see you on Monday night after the games and recap and see what we know after the wildcard round of the cell games, baby.
Upset?
Upset and fucking blowout alert.